Alright folks, welcome to episode 12 of the wee podcast. Phil here with Clarky.
Hello.
Just to let you know, we've been in touch with a few people that we're hoping to get on quite soon. Let's go!
Woo!
Going back to a previous episode, a couple of episodes back now I think it was, but we're talking about friendship and sort of what levels there are to it, and sort of where people fit in between in the spectrum to that. Like, you know, I know you were talking about how you find it was like you have a thing with mates and a thing with friends and sort of acquaintances like everyone else does, but you do sort of have a more out there sort of opinion on that.
Yeah, well, like your friends would be people. Sorry, my friends would be people that I would.
Just gonna speak for
speaking for you, know. Yeah. No, they would be people that I would talk to on a more deeper and maybe I don't know, like more intimate level. Like you would tell them more things. You know what I mean? Like
sexy level.
Talking about all this sexy sex. No, like
sexy party.
But you know, like talking about you know, I don't know if there's something going on at home or whatever that you know you maybe want to share. And,
yeah, I know what you mean.
You know, talk through. Whereas like mates would be more, you can have a laugh with them, whatever, but you don't tell them that sort of side. So maybe you know what I mean.
That's lovely.
So,
we'll go to the pub, mate. We'll have a wee chat. Yeah.
But that's all you're getting from me.
Yeah.
But you know, in terms of that, like the whole spectrum, like there's obviously more than just mates and friends. Like there's obviously
of course there is.
Acquaintances, like you know, people you would see and be like, all right, not be it.
I know I hate those sort of things. So, do you ever do that thing? Well, obviously, I'm sure you have done, but like Abbey Centre's a big thing for it, where you walk into, I don't know, like a shop, and you come back out and just Billy's standing there, and you're like, but he sees you, or she sees you, you know, and they just talk away. You're like, oh Christ, the night. But the worst thing is, like I do it an awful lot. Like, and if anybody's listening to this that have bumped into me, and it's not you, just to say. But like I just like talk to them, and then I'm just so arrogant. I just talk to them and then don't listen to the reply.
Yeah, alright mate, yes, alright back.
Well, it's not even like that. It's like, oh, how are you, fellas? You know, yeah, not too bad, man. You know, tell whatever I've been up to or whatever, and then ask them the same thing and go, nothing. It's just like it's a tumbleweed in my head. Yeah, and
I think you're just being polite more than anything. Like then
but I don't want to be a prick.
Well, yeah, I know, but like
people, I'm sure everyone listens to it now, but geez, he is a prick, like, does he ever do it with me, sort of thing? But I mean, the answer is yes. By the way, I do. I'm sure. It's so annoying, but like all the time when you're out and about and you see someone that you haven't seen in a while or you don't want to see at all, and they come up and talk to you, and it's just like, no.
I know what you mean. Like sometimes you just can't be bothered, but at the same time.
I should make a really bad friend.
No, well, I mean, sometimes it is.
A bad acquaintance.
Sometimes it is nice to see people, but at the same time, sometimes you're like, like you said, Abbey Centre, like sometimes you just want to go into Abbey Centre.
Oh, I think you're right. I think you're right. It's definitely the place. It's not the people.
Like, if you saw them like if you saw them like a bar, it'd be different.
Yeah, that's because you've got a few pints in you though, isn't it?
But there you go. You know, you're still.
I don't know. There's been times I've been in like Oni's as well, and it's just. You see some people and you're like, really?
No, I don't know. Like, in terms of, I put them as acquaintances where you would see them and you'd be like, all right, how's it going? That's all right. You watch football? Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't put them as high as that.
Where are you going? I'm heading into Primark or whatever.
Primark, you mean?
Oh God, don't even. And
well, that's what it's called.
It's not.
Where's the E in Primark?
Sorry?
Where's the E? It's PRI, isn't it?
Yeah.
Primark. Not Primark.
Why not?
There's no E.
So?
Well, spell it how you see it. Say it how you see it. PRI mark. Sorry?
What?
PRI mark.
No, I will always call it Primark. That's sort of always.
Just the Northern Irish way of saying it.
Yeah.
You say Marks and Spencers or Marks and Sparks?
Spencer's? What do you say?
Marks and Sparks.
Why?
Don't know.
It's not what it's called.
Don't care.
It's not just called M&S now.
It's not S&M. Oh, no, it's the... Yeah.
It's a whole different job. No, no, no. No, you know what? It's a whole other issue.
Okay. Well, don't talk about it. Then. Don't talk about it.
But you know, like
It's
you'll have those very short. It's not. You have those sort of short conversations, and that'll be it. Those will be people that you may have worked with in the past, but never really click with. But you're like, well, let's be polite and say hi.
It's always the end of the conversations I always get though.
Right, so we better head on.
But it's the people that don't let you head on. They're like, okay, well, how's Billy? So I don't know.
Don't worry about Billy.
I know because I know you said before that you've no problem with like sort of like cutting things quite quickly, like just being like, right, I gotta go, bye.
Well, if you have to go, you have to go.
Yeah, I know, but you don't have to go. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, unless you're like really late for something, I would probably be like, I have to go. But if I'm just going to the next shop and I probably walk around the corner and then check around the corner to make sure they're gone to go back into that shop, then I wouldn't want to. That's you have time to talk to them for like 5 more seconds.
See, it's not. Sometimes it's more that like I don't have an issue talking with anyone, right? For a start, right? I have no issue talking to someone, but it's when, for example, just like saying this one example because it's so easy, is like going in to a shopping centre. I'm not a massive fan of shopping. Don't really like it.
I hate it.
But I would rather just go in, get the stuff, and then leave, and then not worry about having to like stop. But like the thing as well is that like sometimes, obviously, I get the train to work, and sometimes there's the odd time where I would see someone at like 8 a.m, and like and some of them are like, oh, how's it going? I'm like, oh, great. And then I'm like, oh, God, I have to get in the train and talk to them for like another 20 minutes.
See, I hate that, yeah.
Whereas, like, usually I'm fine with that, but like 8 a.m, on the way to work, can't be bothered,
It's even worse on a bus, though, I think. Because whenever
I never get buses.
I used to, like, ages ago, like, seeing tech and stuff, I used to get buses all the time. But it was always worse on the bus because if you haven't seen this person in a long time, and you get up for your stop and you fell or you like did the big stumble whenever the bus was coming to a halt, you're like, oh well, that's great, I haven't seen this guy in like 4 or 5 years, he's gonna remember me for being an absolute idiot that couldn't walk in a bus properly.
No, but like I think because obviously the people that asked us, they were like, oh, I never really thought of that way after we spoke about this, and and they were sort of saying he sort of said like basically, I often wonder were they like, oh God, is it me? But
I'm sure they wouldn't.
It comes down to the fact that
yes,
well, it comes down to the fact again that like the fact people are actually interested in this shows that it is something that I'm assuming other people sort of feel too. Like
probably feel and they sort of hope as well in the sense that they hope they are as close as to that person as they. They're as close to them.
It's like we said before though that like you can be really close to someone and then something can change, be it something small or big. Like if you even think like back to,
or a bike could drive between you.
That'd be it.
That's the thing. You're not close anymore then.
But like for example, like I'm assuming do any of your school friends like live abroad or anything? I say abroad, I mean like England or Scotland or whatever.
Well, my mate Conrad, he lives in Canada.
Oh, Conrad, really? Oh, cool. I used to hang around with him too.
Yeah, he is. I used to be big friends with him, and we talk occasionally on Messenger and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, very nice guy.
But
he lives in Canada. Yeah.
But there you go. Like people like move away, and you only really keep touch every so often.
Yeah.
But I'm bad for it as well because I have like friends that live. I actually have 2 friends.
I'm just not very social on social media for some reason.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. Like because the world is so connected with social media, it's almost not an excuse.
Yeah.
Because or even like WhatsApp, like it doesn't cost now to text. Do
you remember they brought that in though?
Did they?
They had that thing. I think you had to pay for a year, like 69p for a year or something.
Is that a lie?
No, because I had the what do you call it? I remember like clearing it off my BlackBerry whenever I had my BlackBerry.
Right.
I had to cancel it. I had to press the back button because I couldn't use it for like a day, and then whenever you didn't use it for the day, you again got a free month again. Don't know what happened. I hope it's not not just me.
Yeah.
I got,
See,
like,
I was a
one,
latecomer to WhatsApp. I didn't use it for a long time. Like,
no, it was 69p at one point for a year or something.
really?
Yeah, or something like that. I'm pretty sure.
That's weird. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
I thought it was fake. Maybe, I don't know. But like
I don't know.
like with all the way we're so connected now, like it's hard, almost like not, like there's no excuse.
Yeah.
For you not. But like I'm not saying I'm in any way perfect, because again, like two of my best friends live in Liverpool, but like you might only speak to them like once a month, and Liverpool's like a 30-minute flight, so
yeah, it's strange to think about it in that sense, like, but
it's just because everything, and maybe it's just growing older and growing up, but like
you're 28 or sorry sorry,
you know what I mean, like as you grow up, like everybody makes decisions.
Yeah,
and
I know, but I don't think there's, I suppose if you would make the time, like, but I don't know, days fly by these days. Like they literally do fly by, and you don't understand what's happened.
I know, it is scary.
You start on Monday, and you're like, when was it Monday
what
last
do you mean
week?
it's March?
Yeah, well, I know. I mean,
Yeah.
we're almost at the end of February.
Oh, it's scary, isn't it?
Like this is 2018. Like this year's almost like it's going in this.
It's a quarter of the way done. At the
Near
end of
enough.
March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's mad to think
It
about.
doesn't feel like all that long ago we were doing what our like potential sort of New Year's resolutions and stuff are gonna be.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
It does not feel like all that long ago.
I did say that the year just flies by, so you don't really have enough time to do them as well. But don't forget, February is quite short as well.
Yeah,
so,
it's a short month.
but still, I think it's quite strange. But then you don't really make the time because you don't realize the time going by.
Well, no, that's actually a really good point. I've never thought of it like that at all.
Yeah.
Like, I would always say to Pete whenever we're talking, and one of my friends that live in
Pete.
Liverpool.
It's so good.
It's just
Shaun of the Dead. Pete.
yeah, he's just had a kid and all, and
That's mad.
yeah, no, the two of them are really happy, and then
Yeah.
they've had a wee boy, so it's class, like. But
Pete Junior.
no, his name's Noah, but
Oh.
really nice name actually.
Yeah, it's
But
good.
basically, ever since he's basically been born, like, yeah, no, we'll go over and see you, and then next thing it's 3 weeks later, and you're like, we have done absolutely nothing,
Yeah.
and now it's like 3 months later,
Yeah.
and we've still done nothing.
Yeah.
But as to say, I suppose hell's built in good intentions, isn't it? But like,
Of course it is. Yeah. It's just it's hard. I don't know. I mean, people.
it can be, but it does come down to the fact that, like, and I'm gonna say this, and then I think he's in Indonesia or something at the minute, but like,
Who Pete is?
yeah,
very
his partner's from there, like, originally.
Oh, right,
So her
okay.
family lives there. She's from Liverpool, speaks perfect English with Liverpool accent and all that stuff, but
Oh,
her family's
no.
from there. I know. But her family's from there. I know, it's the worst accent.
Terrible
But
accent.
her family's from there, and they brought the wee one out and
That's class.
go and see them. But Rachel and I always say, we're gonna go over and whatever. And she's brilliant. She keeping in touch with her uni friend or her school friends now that they're like almost all finished uni.
Who, Rachel?
Yeah, like she sees them like, whenever they all come back, they all
Don't
try and go out.
understand how.
And it's mad. Like
That's
they've done really well as a friend group. To like,
To stay in touch and
yeah,
stuff.
and like they all have like the same group chat they had in secondary school. And they
Really?
all, yeah, seriously, it's still going. They all still talking that.
That's mental.
They keep in touch with what each other are doing and all that sort of stuff. So, whenever we're saying like, I've sort of lost touch. They like live half an hour away on a plane and whatever, and then
Well, Conrad doesn't. He lives in Canada, mate.
but you should go. Canada's amazing.
Yeah, I know I should go.
But,
I know. I'll go.
But in that sort of way, like, you look at those sort of people, and like Rachel's friend group is just like blazing the trail as to how you stay in touch, and it's literally just WhatsApp.
I suppose it all depends on the person, but
Well, that too. I suppose if people aren't really big into social media or WhatsApp or whatever.
see, I'm not. I'm like the only time I ever use Twitter is whenever UFC's on or something. Like
Yeah.
I don't really. And then throughout the week, I would check it. Maybe like I check it every day, but it's only for UFC stuff. That's all it is. Like I don't use Twitter for contact anybody or.
Yeah.
And then Facebook. I don't even.
It's like on that, right? Obviously the topic friends, right?
Yeah.
Of all the people you're friends with, air quotes, on Facebook, how many of them do you really know?
Well, I know a lot of them,
Yeah.
but they're not friends though.
You know, it's weird, isn't it?
Well, in that friend group, air quotes again, that friend group, they're not friends. If the definition of friend would be the one that you would talk to the most and you would share intimate information and stuff, or you would share things that are close to you, then they're not typically your friend.
Yeah.
Like those guys that
it's
are
funny, isn't
it? It's strange, yeah.
The word's sort of thrown about now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, as I say, like maybe your definition is different. I don't know, but like mine would be like we're friends. You know,
Jesus.
Oh, shut up. No, but like this would be what I would consider friends, not if we.
As far as we're concerned, I'm just a guy you do a podcast with once a week.
The audience, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But then I'm glad that's the case. Obviously, vice versa, but it's. I would agree in your sense of mates, friends, and then in between. I would agree there. It's just, it's annoying to think of the friends that you used to be friends with.
Yeah. Back
in the day that I don't know if it would still, because I know you don't talk to them and stuff, but the things you did share with them years ago.
Would they still be relevant?
Well, some, yeah.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. Yeah.
Some would be relevant, yeah, and it's just. Whether or not they remember that information, I don't know.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
It's nice to sort of think that they would. But I don't know if you would class them as friends anymore. I don't know. It'd be nice to build that back up again, like.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, obviously, the good thing about anyone. Like when I say falling out, I don't mean like I've had a fight with you, but
I've had a fall.
Like
I've had a fall.
If when I say that, I mean like you've sort of fallen out of touch with them. Maybe is a better term, but
that bite again.
Is it you've always got the basis regardless because God, you remember school? Oh yeah, I remember that. You know what I mean, like that.
That's the weird thing, because there's been a few people in Onies and stuff that, do you remember like Mrs. McClure's class and all in primary school?
Oh, that far back, really?
Yeah, primary school. Yeah, I know a good couple of friends from mates from primary school. There's like Connor. He's from primary school. He was from nursery. Like I knew him from nursery. I would consider him a close enough friend.
Yeah.
To this day, like I know we don't talk as much, like, but we would happily talk about any God's amount of stuff anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, like people come in the Onies and stuff and recognise me strangely. Don't understand how. But even teachers as well.
Did you grow a beard? Well, I was 6.
But even teachers as well, they've been like, "Oh, how's things and all?" And I wouldn't mind talking to them, but it's the people in like secondary school you just didn't really bother with. You know what I mean? Because obviously you're not in the same class. I know obviously in primary school you do have different classes as well, but I don't know. In primary school, everyone seemed to be just got along better. I think because you're just kids.
Mine was completely different.
Really?
We had like proper class rivalry in primary school.
A class rivalry?
Oh yeah.
You were kids?
Yeah, but we like we would have played like that other team at football and all, and it was.
But surely they got after the football's finished. That's a team.
No, we were not mates. That's all.
That's just stupid.
Weird, weird.
You wouldn't do that in secondary school, would you?
No.
That's just
secondary
strange.
school was completely different. Of all the people in my class, my actual good group of friends maybe there was like 7 of us, maybe like 3, excluding me. Sorry, 3 were from my form class. Everybody else was like from another one.
Oh, that's secondary school.
In secondary school, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Form class was weird. I suppose that would make sense because like most of your friends would come from secondary school. Your form class?
Yeah, but mine was like the opposite way around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean mine were like half from my literally as I said, like half from mine and then half from like another. So
it's kind of strange.
Yeah,
different schools.
I think it was just more like we clicked better. Just I don't know. Well, basically they were going out. One of them was going out with one of the girls in my class that I was friendly with.
Oh.
And then we became friendly, like that. So.
Love triangle.
Well, no.
Oh.
But
that's kind of sad.
But no, that was sort of just like that. But it's almost. Ask me this: do you think that, say, in the last 10 years, from we were teenagers to now, do you think that the definition of friend has been in any way, if not completely, changed by social media? And not, by the way, as in, oh, we're friends on Facebook, but I mean, even, maybe not just social media, but technology in general. Do you think that while it's brought us closer together, it's also pushed us further apart?
Well, that's the big question, isn't it? That's everyone asks that question. Yeah. Well, obviously, it's bound to happen at some point. I mean, you've got everyone's behind a screen. You know, you can like literally talk to someone through Skype that's next door to you.
Yeah.
Through a screen, just face to face through a screen, but you could do in person face to face. And then obviously you've got online gaming. You've got
that's doing stuff for your mates now, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it is. But I enjoy it.
No, it's brilliant. It is brilliant.
But it's not like whenever you used to go, round to their house.
Yeah.
And be like,
don't look at me while I'm taking a penalty.
Yeah, like 13 or 14 going, either is Billy coming out, and then every years ago, like, is Billy coming out? I didn't have a friend called Billy, by the way. It's just, I wish I did, though. I love the name Billy. I think it's brilliant. But, is Billy coming out? And then he'd come to the door and be like, no, but you want to come in? I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll come in.
Oh, that's my mom.
Yeah. Mom, it's okay if Billy comes in for a bit. Go in and you play some PlayStation. You play, like, play FIFA, like you're saying, you try and think of penalty.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. Crash Bandicoot was different, but whenever it came to like FIFA and like penalties and stuff,
you would hide.
You're like, don't look at the way I'm pointing with direction.
Yeah, like, don't look at it. And you would like hold it way up to your shoulder and all.
Yeah, used to, but then like that used to like fuel so many rages as a kid. I think it's like, see now.
You looked. I didn't look. How can I see?
I remember pushing one of my mates off my bed because I swear to God. I used to game in my bed because I know like it was just so close to the desk.
Yeah. And
I used to sit to the right of me. I was I think what we were playing Mortal Kombat, so it was, and he kept spamming the punch button, and I could not for the life of me couldn't do anything. Just couldn't jump because I jumped, I got punched in the leg, so I fell over.
Yeah.
I ducked, got punched in the face, but I still blocked that.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I just pushed him off my bed.
You just couldn't hack it.
I just said, go away. I couldn't hack him anymore. I honestly couldn't hack him. But no, yeah, I would agree that technology has definitely pushes further apart.
Whilst also made it easier to talk.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's made it easier, but we don't use that to the people do, but I don't. I personally don't.
I would say that I would speak to people more, but it's not the same as this. Like. As face to face.
But you don't get the facial reactions or anything, do you?
No.
But then there's that whole thing where you do that share emoji thing. You do the laughy face, but you're not really laughing.
Oh, you're just sitting there like just so sad. Like, yeah. I know what you mean.
I know, but I mean, there's been a time that I've like stubbed my toe and like been like just not crying, but just
no, you cried.
just like.
What
was that noise?
It's here.
Oh. That's brilliant. Anyway, I stubbed my toe and like I just went I just leaned on the sofa and just grabbed my toe and my face went pure red. I just remember I just texted I can remember my toe just throbbing.
Yeah.
I was so annoyed at this stupid table.
Yeah.
I was like laughing away, LOL, just talking away, but it's not the same. I wouldn't talk to you if I just stubbed my toe somewhere. I'd be like, just shut up, Matt. I would just be quiet.
I'm sore.
It's strange though. I don't understand that.
I know what you mean. Like what I find weird is what?
Still laughing at that.
What?
I don't know why. The seat.
Oh no. What
I'm aged.
Let me do it again.
No, you can't because it was a real fart.
There it is.
Okay, fair play.
Two. No, what do you twins? No, what do you call it? We like what I find is I might talk to people more, but it's not about
the conversation
real stuff.
Oh.
It's more like you mentioned the Xbox. Probably a good example is that you'll go on and instead of being like.
But you go on the Xbox?
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe playing a game.
You have parties on the Xbox though. It's different from texting, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not this. What I mean is like you'll be talking to people in a party chat, but it's just basically like, oh, I did this in this game. I did this in this game. I did this in this. It's very rarely anything like.
I have had a few conversations.
Oh no, certainly. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's basically like a free phone call. Like, it's great.
It's brilliant.
Where you can sit and you can, I've had more than. My fair share on it as well, like where you sit and you have a real good chat like it. Yeah. But I find it's not when I'm playing a game.
Yeah,
It's
it's
whenever
when
you're
just
in like downtime between like a level, or if you're in like a social space or whatever.
that's the thing in the social space of Destiny.
Yeah.
There's been plenty of times so what you, Phil, Kyle, myself, and everyone's been talking in the chat, just jumping about. What do you call that place?
The tower.
The tower. That's the one. The Destiny 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what it was. That's when you spent most of your time talking to each other. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's just funny, like.
But it's hard. Like people have said before, it's hard to try and conversate whilst trying to concentrate on killing things.
No, and I know that's what I mean. Like, it's just funny how you can be so
engaging,
like, so together in a way that like you're all talking and whatever, and then you can like text and stuff, but at the same time, it's not, for want of a better term, meaningful conversation.
Yeah.
You know, you can. Oh, I was speaking to him last night. Really, what are you talking about? Aliens. You know, well, what?
Aliens?
You know, like shooting aliens in the face. So,
oh,
like,
okay.
You know, like, and again, I suppose that it's actually funny because it sort of harks back to like the first episode where we were like, we actually said that, or I think it was actually I said that
okay,
that one of the guys, I asked them to tell me something new about anyone else, and they couldn't tell me anything.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
So, like,
it sort of goes to show people don't really listen as much as well.
Yeah,
but the thing is, you can just scroll. You can just scroll back in the text and be like, "Oh, I remember that." Yeah, and then scroll back down and be like,
but like I know, like our group chat's hilarious, but like if you scroll through it,
it's a lot of gifs. Sorry, gifs.
Yeah, whatever you call them.
No, the gifs.
Moving pictures.
Moving
but
pictures.
Like the motion pictures. But like what do you call it? A lot of it is just like a laugh, and then you get the odd bit of serious conversation, and then it's all just crap. But it's funny.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's not like, you know.
I suppose that's what group chats are made for, though.
Oh no, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But I mean, I do understand.
But I do enjoy a good wee
witty banter,
serious chat, or like a wee debate.
Yeah.
Or a mass debate.
These jokes are just not happening for you.
They are.
They're not.
I made a great one at work earlier.
Don't tell me.
You sure?
No, I'm not sure. Just tell me.
Right. Okay. So.
Don't get excited about it.
No, it's brilliant. I need to readjust. There was somebody that got like one of the girls that works
don't stutter at least.
Works on the phone.
Goodness sake, these jokes are terrible.
She works on the phone, and somebody had put in, they wanted a quote for a bouncy castle business.
Right.
And I said there, I was like, it's a hard one, that is a genuine tough business. She was like, what do you mean? I was like, loads of ups and downs. That's amazing. I'm sorry. I'm so proud. Everyone laughed, Phil.
No one laughed.
Everyone laughed.
I'm sure no one laughed. Like
everyone laughed.
That's why you've no friends. This is what this episode's all about. You just tell terrible jokes.
It's actually an advertisement.
You just put your wee face in a bit of help me, please.
No,
that's terrible to be fair. That's awful.
I love jokes like that.
But no, what terrible group chats. I don't know. I would agree in some sense. Like it's tough to. Debates are weird though. I don't know.
Well, no, maybe that's the wrong word. But like, what I mean,
it's not the wrong word. You said debate. That's what you meant.
No, but what I don't mean, like, okay, this side are fighting for this side are fighting for this. What I mean is like.
I know. Like I know what you mean.
Like seeing a film and then.
But sometimes people get really overworked and be like, "You don't like Thor?
Shut up!"
What?
No, but you know what I mean. Like for example, the new Star Wars caused a lot.
That was stupid.
Of debate amongst not even just our friend group, but in the general populace. Like it's.
No, we should. That whole stupid petition went live and stuff.
I told you about that, didn't I?
Yeah, it was a joke.
Yeah, he teased. He was like, I didn't realize it was actually going to go for this, so he took it down. But
people still went nuts about it.
Oh,
it's
definitely,
stupid,
absolutely insane. But basically, when I say maybe debate's the wrong word, maybe like discussion, because people will see the good and the bad, and then you'll be like, oh, fair enough. Maybe I didn't think. Well,
I know. Sometimes whenever like there's been a gathering here, we have talked about a few things, but then again, that's after like a few bevies, and we've all had a bit of.
Please finish that.
Just a bit of a good time.
Yeah,
and
you're just relaxed.
Just really relaxed, had a good few beers, and you just want to go, do you know what? Just say something and see what people say about it. Yeah.
I know.
But I don't know. It wouldn't. It'd be really strange if you had the same thing, like 2 different rooms. You go and send your friends in that room one day, and then all get drunk in the same room.
Yeah.
And then the next day you go down and don't know. There's 2 rooms. You just do the same room. Go
This
back
is
in,
the drunk room. This is it. Yeah.
Go back into the same room. Get drunk again. Just text each other through the phone.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, that's one thing that sort of annoys me is whenever you're out somewhere and you're out on purpose to be social and talk.
Yeah.
And there's always someone that wants to show you something on their phone or wants to, text someone or whatever, and you're like, look, can you not just be here?
Yeah.
Can you not just be where you are right now
Yeah.
without worrying about what else is on Facebook or Twitter or whatever? Fair enough, if you've got a funny photo to show, that's fine, but don't go looking for photos to show if you're out with people. You know what I mean?
Oh well, I certainly know one person that's like that.
You.
No.
Am I joking? No, I'm only joking. But you know what I mean? Like, there's no...
Where'd you get that there?
Oh, fucking hell.
Where'd you get
Don't even. Don't.
Where'd you get that there? Where'd you get that there?
Mark will appreciate this.
We will indeed,
else.
yeah.
But,
no, I agree. No, I think if you're purposely going out with some people to do a certain thing, or even just to go out for a coffee or something, then there's no need
just
to...
be present.
Yeah.
Just be present. Like,
right, well, it's not class,
no,
Clarky.
that's what I... No, do you know what I mean?
You're
Like,
just going to bring a wee book, check.
no, just be there.
Present.
Like, you need to be in that conversation with that person.
Well, it makes sense, otherwise you're not going to know what anyone's going to talk about. You're
Exactly.
You're going to be listening. You're going to be looking. Well, that's what I do as well. That's what I said. At the start, I was like an Abbey Centre. It is different, but if you're just going to... I just stare at people. I just don't take it in sometimes. But that's only in like short conversations. But like I say, well, like you say, if you're gonna go out of your way to go out with them, to just do the same thing you're gonna be doing at home, then
give them the respect to actually sit there and give them your attention.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You have your phone 20 hours a day, more.
Yeah.
Whatever. You always have your phone.
Yeah.
You don't always go out with people and sit.
Well, that's the thing. I always have the phone when I go in the toilet.
But that's different. What else are you gonna do?
That's what I'm saying.
It's just replaced mobiles. It's just replaced magazines and newspapers.
That's what I'm saying. I like to do that, and then once I've read through all my Twitter things, I don't need to do that anymore.
Well, that's it.
Until an hour comes later again, and I have to do the same thing over again. Make sure there's been no progressions in what I want to do.
See, mine's like in the morning.
We check your phone.
Yeah.
Right.
Then maybe lunch, maybe.
Okay.
But then there's sometimes I get home from work and I haven't checked Twitter in 10 hours.
Yeah, see, it's hard because you miss so many things.
But I'm not worried about that.
Oh, I am sometimes because I like I said, I usually use Twitter for UFC and that's it.
Yeah.
Started seeing the fight announcements and who's getting all the other stuff. Like, I mean, if it's cage warrior, if it's just MMA in general, that's just what
you want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing is that see if there's a a trailer dropped or whatever of Star Wars or some new Marvel film, I will literally be like, I need to know what is happening as soon as it comes out. That Solo trailer, I sent it usually within 1 minute of that showing up, just because I needed to know when it was, what it was going to look like. But that sort of thing is when I'm like, I need, that's my fandom. I need to know what is next.
But then would that mean that if you're out and about with friends, right? And you knew what time it was coming at?
Yes, I would probably tell you, look, this trailer's coming out, I'm going to watch it.
But then that's the same thing then, isn't it?
It's not, because...
How is it not the same?
Because I know it's coming.
Yeah.
The other person doesn't know this picture's there.
But what if they do?
But they don't.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. It's different if they know it's there. That's why I say it. If they know it's there and they're going to be like, here, I'm going to show us the film. That's different than going... flicking through Facebook, flicking through. Oh, look at that!
Okay,
that's different.
Who does that?
What do you mean? People do it all the time.
Well, none of my friends did.
Okay, but
they scroll down through Facebook and then they go, "Oh, look at that there."
Yes.
Do they?
Yes. But
you're joking.
No, but
you probably did.
What?
What? That's mental.
It's been really self-depreciative here for me. No,
I'm just a really bad friend.
But that's what I mean, that.
Well, that would annoy anybody.
Definitely.
Surely to God.
What I mean is whenever I said, it's brought us closer together, but also
further apart.
Yeah, in terms of it's so easy for me to be in work, in Belfast, and text you, and within 5 minutes, if you're, by your phone, for you to reply with, yeah, let's do that tomorrow. We can do whatever we want. really quickly
I know.
plan
Imagine
all the
like
rest.
60 billion years. Well, not 60, but like say like 70 years ago.
Not
Letters.
Not even.
Oh, well, yeah. But I mean,
Like
back in the day when there was nothing to do.
yeah.
The more time went on, there was a lot to do. But you'd have to go next door and ask Billy if you wanted to kick the pigskin around for a bit.
But in America. But
Well, yeah.
what like that's why I think.
Well, it's all pigskin.
That's why I think they were so much better at separation. I don't mean like breaking up, but I mean like I'm going away for 3 weeks to work.
Yeah.
Because they're so used to being like, well, that's all right. I'll be able to send you a letter regardless. And
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like, okay, I'm going abroad to uni. Well, we're breaking up. Like,
yeah, right. No, I never thought about that actually.
Yeah, like
about long distance relationships.
Yeah,
that's true.
That used to be like, I know
that's
like,
one thing I've never even thought about.
Like my granda, whenever he was married to still is married to my granny, but obviously she's passed away. But basically, he worked in England, as a prison guard.
Right.
He's from here, but he got a job over there. Making money. But my granny and my dad were here.
Okay.
So basically, the whole thing was he was trying to get housing over there and bring them over there and all the rest, and kept going for the housing. It was like a raffle basically. Whoever's name came out got the next house.
Yeah.
There was no order to it. So eventually he just was like, nah, not doing this. And if you're not gonna give me a house, then I can't be away from my family. But he was away for months.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously that wouldn't have been easy. But 40
Still
years
made it
ago,
work.
40, 50 years ago, that would have been
the norm.
Yeah, like I mean, they still would have been able to talk, by telephone, but it wouldn't have been as widely like sort of used as here. Like I'm assuming back then it was slightly different, but and obviously eventually they come back here and did that here as well. But basically, what I'm getting at is that they made that work with no issues at all.
Yeah. It's just there's so many more options these days, isn't it? People think that I don't know. It's a strange thing. This whole Instagram thing. Well, not at the minute. It has been for the past couple of years, but like you get loads of likes on Instagram, and you're an Instagram model.
Yeah.
Like, is that a profession? Do you get paid for that now? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
That's mental. But I mean, things like that. People just have more options.
Yeah.
Like if you're in a genuine relationship with someone, you wouldn't go, Jesus, 3 weeks is a long time, isn't it?
No, that's what I mean. Like my cousin, remember I said about his album? Yeah. It's that cousin. He was uni in Newcastle.
Oh, that cousin. What was that? That cousin. Oh.
It's just that one. Just make it that obvious. So he was uni in Newcastle, and his girlfriend is here, and they've been out for 2.5 years ish. And he's what, like 18? So
maturity levels through the roof compared to some.
Well, yeah, I mean, like they've like he's nearing the end of his first year in uni, and they're still together. Like, so
it doesn't make any sense to me now that you brought that up, actually, because it's kind of weird how people can just instantly just go, no, 3 weeks.
This isn't gonna work because you live in England.
I'm sure there's plenty of times back in the day though as well. There've been some times well,
yeah, probably.
Gertrude's moving for 3 weeks down to Tesco's or something.
Tesco's. I know what you mean. Like, obviously, there's. Obviously, it's very general to say that. Yeah. Back then, everybody was like, "Yeah, it's fine, go ahead," because obviously they wouldn't have.
They had to make it work though. That's the thing.
Like they had to work with what they had, but like, basically, it sort of goes back to, my mates that live in Liverpool. Yeah. That it's half an hour away, but.
Yeah.
I'm sort of like, well, no, I'll get over, and then 3 months later, you're like, I swear I'm gonna come over.
Well, it's just the thing now. Really, just making a weekend, just doing the Friday one. I don't know, maybe the Saturday to the Sunday, but then
it's really one night, isn't it?
I know that's the thing. You have to take time.
And you
have
to justify the £150 for,
Well, yeah, it's tough to think about because you have to take time off work as well if you wanted to make it a longer time, like 2 or 3 days, or
Yeah.
I know it's hard to do that, but maybe like once a year.
Mate, so you just suppose the way I need to start thinking about it is he's a friend, like, so I need to go over and spend see his kid and
spend a bit of time with him.
Yeah.
I know. What's the thing? You say it now, and then you're like, well, like we're saying
ask me in 12 episodes time.
Well, that's the thing. We're saying about time earlier on. Like, it just keeps going on and on and on. You don't realize it passing by. So
it does fly in, doesn't it?
it's just ridiculous. I don't like you said earlier on. We're nearly in March, and I just can't believe that's a thing. I think this is the thing as well. The podcast, it's just making time fly even quicker. Yeah. Because it's every week we're going. Like
it's just keeping count, doesn't it?
It's keeping count of each episode. And like episode 1, that was what, this is episode 12 now, so it's 11 weeks away, 12 weeks away by the time it comes out. Yeah. So it's
3 months.
That's mad.
Well, if you count as a 4-week month.
That's mad.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
But then think the social media, certain people, they don't text very quickly either.
Well, true.
So you could be talking, like, if you fell out with a friend, if you lost contact with a friend, you can't really do that anymore, can you?
You can. You could lose their phone number. They might not have Facebook.
Well, that's true, yeah, that's true. But, you do that and then you, like, say you text them or something. 4 days later, they text you back, you're like, well...
Yeah, I know.
But then, like, what's the excuse for that?
Well, maybe they don't need one. I think it's more just that some people use their phones and some don't. Like, I do have a friend, I've definitely mentioned him on here before. You call him David Gilmore, and he moved to Wales.
Yeah.
It might be a year ago. I'm not sure, but basically he had like a going away party, and him and his family and stuff, and there was loads of people went, but I was working, couldn't make it.
Oh, you're joking.
But yeah, so I like texted him and basically was like, have a great time, keep in touch, blah blah blah. But he'd be super busy, his job keeps him really really busy, so like you could text him on a Wednesday afternoon, and he might text you on the Thursday being like, I'm really sorry it took me this long to get back to you. But he will get back to you, like, but what it could take.
Well, as long as that's okay, like, but I mean there are times that you see them, like, this whole thing as well, oh, I seen you online like 5 minutes ago, why didn't you leave a message? I hate that. Like, I hate when people do that to me, because it's like, well, Messenger's never right.
Yeah. Well.
Just because you've got, like, because on my phone I have the little bubble things for Messenger, so I'm assuming whenever they're open I'm always online or something. I don't know.
Bubbles? What do you mean?
The chat bubbles, you don't have them on iPhone.
Oh, it's an Android thing? Okay.
Yeah, it's the best phone. But then people, like, if they go on, it does my head when people ask me, but it sort of annoys me when people do it themselves as well. Like, I know it's hypocritical and stuff by saying that, but like, if you're on like online 20 minutes ago and you couldn't read my message and reply to me, it's literally like, are you going tonight or something?
Yeah.
And then they show up, oh, I didn't even see it. Well, yes you did. There's no notification on your phone.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Well,
it does my head in.
You say that, my brother actually on my birthday sent me a message, happy birthday bro or whatever, and
what, on Facebook or on Messenger?
On Messenger.
Alright.
But I went on to Facebook because I've been getting messages on my wall, and from all my friends, and I went through and I was liking them all, or I think I commented, I'm not sure, but only in the top right corner of the app. You didn't like mine? I did.
I'm joking.
Oh right. No, and then in the top in the top right corner of the app, it said that I had a message, but I hadn't got any notification. My brother sent it like 8 hours previous. Yeah,
but yours is an iPhone. See, if you have an Android, it pops up in the little bubble.
But usually I do get them. It was just that one message, and I was like, "Flip, that's really weird." He's probably like asleep now. By the time I sent it.
Well, that is strange. But then it can happen like 4 times in a row. You know what I mean?
Oh no, it doesn't. Yeah. No,
it's like one of those things. Just like, really, And if they don't want to talk to you, just tell me. Simple as that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather be someone frank with me, so I can be frank with them.
I don't want to talk to you anyway.
Well, that's the thing. If people don't, if they're not honest with you, then what are you building your friendship off then?
Oh, that's it.
It's all lies. It's just been lies for years. That one message you didn't reply to for 5 days, all lies.
Hello.
I just think it's stupid.
I just know. I just find it absolutely fascinating. Like, see, sort of watching. Maybe not watching. Maybe it's the wrong word, but like seeing how
it's kind of creepy.
No, but I mean, you know what I mean in a minute. So basically, like, whenever you for example, you said Conrad over in Vancouver, that basically.
You know he's in Canada.
I know.
That's right.
But whenever you
were watching him then.
Whenever you would speak to him, you're saying you'd still count him as a good mate and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it's more. So it sort of leads me on that question. So do you think that spending or having quality time or quality chats with someone is more important than spending time with them, you know, or just having conversations with them.
Well, it's different for him because we did spend time together. I said a few times as a kid, you know, like really, really good friends as a kid. So we did spend that time together, you know, and I still cherish that time. It was all good fun. So we did. It wasn't like we met one day in O'Leary's. We just continued chatting through Messenger or something. So we did have that. We did spend that time together, and we were always going to have that time together. So, and the fact is, we can't spend the same amount of time together because he's in Canada, I'm here. So yeah, I don't really think quality time for like a person you just met, you would need to. Like I'm saying, you wouldn't just meet them then talk to them on Facebook, even though that's what happens these days. Yeah, you meet them for the first time, you go, I'll add them on Facebook. They add you on Facebook. It's like, I just met him for one day or something. Yeah, but I don't know. It depends on the situation. Like if it's friends back in the day, then.
But I mean, like friends.
What now?
In general, like, do you find that you prefer quality time and quality conversation over just time and just random conversation?
No, I would prefer just time and quality conversation.
What do you mean?
Because you can just go and spend whatever time you have with them, and then that's not quality time. Because unless you go and make the time, like to me, quality time means you make like you going out for a certain thing or something.
Yeah, like
tired.
What?
You tired of it?
Right, so.
You're young.
Oh right, sorry. Yeah.
John, during my conversation. But you go and make the time. You go and like I don't know, go over to like a friend's house or something, and sometimes a quality conversation could just be brought up, and that happens, you know.
Yeah.
But quality time and the quality conversations all in one thing, I suppose. It's just
fair. I'll take that on.
Yeah, because
it would make the time quality,
you know. But you never know what conversation is going to come from where. You've no idea. You could like sometimes we talk and I don't even know where it's going to go. Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't like
every week.
Every week we put the microphone on and we just talk. Yeah. And people do say like my dad goes like utter crap. You should talk like that all the time. Like I was like, well, it's meaningful to us. You know, that's time to us. It's quality time to us. Yeah. It's it's a conversation to us at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But like I say, you've no idea where it's going to come from.
Yeah.
So whatever time you spend,
I know what you mean.
Whatever time you spend with your friends should be quality time, regardless of what you do. But definitely a good conversation in there is definitely appreciated for me anyway.
No, definitely. I would enjoy a wee conversation like that,
or a debate.
A wee debate,
a math debate
amongst friends. But no, I mean like I would agree in terms of. I think that's actually a really good point. That it's better to make the time, and then whenever you're there, it becomes quality time with whatever you do. Like providing, obviously, you make the most of it. Like, but
well, yeah. I mean, there's times we do that. We all of us get together. We play like Cards Against Humanity and stuff. And to me, that's also quality time. But there's not many quality conversations because we're not intending it to be.
Yeah, it's just a relaxed evening and you're just going to have a bit of crack.
But that is quality time. Like you learn sometimes playing that game, you learn a lot more about people than you would a conversation.
Sadly,
as sad as that sounds, but you do. There's been sometimes Heather's played a few risky cards, and I've been like, that was not Heather, and she wins the card. I don't know. I just think it's crazy sometimes. Like, but
fun game though.
It's a fun game, but I mean, I don't know. I think we've got a few little devils in our.
Oh, 100%.
Heather
being quiet ones you need to watch.
Heather and Lauren, all three actually. Heather, Lauren, and Rachel. They played some really good cards the last time.
Yeah,
that was scary.
That was Christmas though.
Was it?
Oh, that was 2 months ago.
That's right. That was before Christmas.
Holy
like
crap!
20 something. Yeah.
That's frightening.
But that was quality time.
Oh no, definitely. I really enjoy those nights. They're good fun.
They're good fun. But would you say that like a quality conversation makes it sometimes as well though? Because
I like them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's only because I'm very comfortable having them.
Well, so am I, but I'm sure everyone else is as well. It just depends on what sort of situation, what sort of like time you're in.
It would come down to the fact, like, do they see me as a friend or a mate? You know, because maybe some of them maybe only see me as like a mate, and maybe they don't feel comfortable having a more sort of in-depth conversation. Whereas,
see, like that, this thing brings you back to the whole Joker thing. I think some people don't think they could have a conversation.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Yeah. That's what I mean. Because, like, you know, as you say, like playing Cards Against Humanity, and you know, sometimes you do make you know.
Well, I never do.
But I don't mean you in general, but I mean like, or you, sorry, in specific, but I mean in general.
Well, I
like,
never win, so.
I know, but like, because you're playing against those 3 girls. But
yeah, the devils.
what I mean is like, you know, during that game, you know, you have a laugh and you poke fun and blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and maybe that's really only where they would really see you, you know, talking as much, if you know what I mean. And then you know, afterwards they're like, oh well, you know, he's, as you say, a bit of a joker, so
yeah,
you know,
maybe so.
you know, but and even those sort of evenings, like I really enjoy. And it doesn't have to be all the time. Like I'm not all intense all the time, because that would, you know, that'd be
Just
no
talk to me, please.
And we can't talk to him, like, 'cause he's really down. You know, like what I mean is that like
He wears glasses, leave him alone.
like, yeah, I know, he's totally alone. But what do you call it? Like, that's not what I mean. Like, because that'd be so boring. Like, wouldn't it?
Terribly.
But
Yeah.
like, what I mean is that I just really like getting to know people.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's very fun, because then you can go, I don't like him.
no, I mean like,
And
you know,
no, I think it's brilliant, because I love just going, like, see sometimes when it's somewhere I don't even know, like, anybody really. You go around and you talk to people, and then you go, like, I think it wasn't a wedding, it could have been a birthday or something, but you go and you see like your friends, other friends, and you like talk to them, and you're like, I don't like that person, and you just
he's nice, one of my friends.
you just move off. But then you do get people like, they're really nice, like, why haven't they been out more or something, you know? It's like, I wonder what my friend thinks of that person, you know. It's strange to think about, but no, I do understand what you mean. I do like getting to know people,
because that's actually another question that that sort of comes about whenever I sort of think about friends as well, is that a lot of what I'm trying to say is, like, basically a lot of what you would sort of base your, or not you in specific, but again in general, like some people would sort of base their life around is basically how's everybody else doing. So it's almost good to have friends that not are at your level as such, but that sort of encourage you and are there to be, you know, helpful, and you know, they can have conversations with you, because a lot of people would benchmark against people they know. So like, you know, say you had a job as a car salesman, and I had a job as a car salesman, but I was in Lamborghini and you were in Ford or something. You know, some people would look at that, or say you were looking at me going like, how did he do that? Like, that's amazing. Yeah. You know, I'm never going to get there, blah blah blah. Some people think like that. Yeah. So it's almost good whenever you have, like, it is good in fact, whenever you have a group of friends that you know, that encourage you, and that you know, that try and help you along a path, you know, and say, you know, that's why I think these quality conversations would be good. Like, what do you want to do? Oh, I want to be a car salesman. Well, have you thought about how you're going to do it? Well, no, not yet. Well, I think you'd be really good at that. Why? Because you can talk. Yeah. Because you like cars. Because, you know, you look good in a suit. You know, I don't know. You know,
well,
like,
it's not about talking. It's about talking so much cake.
No, but you know what I mean. So like, it's, I think that it's also important, like, whenever you have the group of friends, that the quality conversation is constructive and, you know, helps build.
As long as it leads somewhere. It's not like one of those things where, like, because like earlier on you said about like discussions and debates. Yeah. They don't really go anywhere unless
everyone's opinion is just like, this is mine. Yeah. This is
so it doesn't. This is chicken.
This is mine. Take it.
Oh, okay. I thought you said this is chicken. I'm really hungry. But no, I understand in that sense. But it's tough to try and find a good conversation with some people sometimes, because you don't really know what sort of mood they're going to be in.
Well, exactly.
And sometimes you're in the mood for, like, I don't know, like 90 million conversations, and you're just like, and sometimes you want to laugh, but then everyone else is in the mood for a conversation. You're like, just leave me alone. But then you know, it changes their opinion. Like, oh, jeez, he was up for a conversation last night. No, he's not. You know. I don't know. It's tough trying to be a friend to someone. Like, I'm always there for anybody that needs to talk to me. Like, but I genuinely don't think people know that. No, honestly, I don't think people know that. I know. Maybe they just don't want my opinion on things. He's just gonna make a joke of me, so he is.
No, but what I mean, like, obviously I know that, but what I mean is that, like, I know what you mean, but, like, basically that, like,
thanks, mate.
If you but then people always do need a laugh as well, like, so.
Yeah, but I'm not just a laugh.
No, I know that, but what I mean is that like
Not just a laugh.
once, as you say, like once people know that, like, and I've had that conversation with you, then that'll be.
It's the first step to the
exactly.
to the long journey of the friendship that never sinks.
Exactly, that's how you go from mate to friend.
I don't know. I suppose it's a different way of thinking about it, like, but I don't know. Maybe some people do think of me in that way, and maybe some people don't. And for everyone who doesn't, then
yeah,
you know, I don't care.
No, like, I don't know. I just think that basically, if people, as we mentioned before, see you as a joker, then they're missing out on that other side, and that's.
Yeah, you hear that?
So.
You hear that, people?
Yeah.
You're just like, no, but I agree. I think it's like, to bring the point earlier on, like, social media has changed an awful lot of things, but I think we have enough friends that do engage and stuff. So I'm just glad that we don't have that problem.
No.
You know what I mean? We don't have that problem where everyone's like if we at time of Phil and Heather's that Christmas time, everyone was talking away. Like,
no, exactly,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
Which is that's a lot different to some of the conversations or some of the things I've had back in like the old friendships. You know, people just don't want to talk at all. They just look at their phones and smell their own fingers or something. I don't know. I don't know what people do when they're by themselves. I don't know.
Well, exactly. Each to their own. Like.
Well, folks, thanks very much for listening this week, and we'll hopefully catch you in the next one.
Bye.